Cassidy, Coach Penny, me, a lot of us were sitting right in the same area. And I don't know if you guys know, but Penny's kind of a jokester. So we were just kind of all joking around, and Cassidy just, like, I feel like she just randomly says, "Coach, you look kind of like a llama." And Coach was like, what is a llama? So I went on my phone and I ended up looking up pictures of llamas, and I pulled up this one of sunglasses on, and it had like a pink and yellow lei around its neck, and it looked exactly like Coach. It really did. And Cassidy was like dying laughing. And so Coach got her back. She was wearing a big jacket, like, what? No, it's her dad's jacket, a fishing jacket. And Coach literally made fun of that fishing jacket for the rest of the season, just to get back at her. Cassidy and I grew up playing soccer together, and it's really nice because she inspired me to continue playing soccer. We started playing together on Novas when we were about 8 years old, and I've been trying to think of a funny, crazy moment to remember with her, and I have so many, but I think what I liked the most about her was the little things that we shared, like the first time I went over to her house was like a while ago, probably when I was 10 or something, and the first thing I noticed in her bedroom was she had a puppy dog poster on her wall, and I was like, oh my word, I have that same poster. So every time it's hung up in my closet wall because I'm just embarrassed. It's like a puppy poster. I'm like, yeah, I'm 16, I have a puppy poster on my wall. But every time I open up my closet, it's just so nice to think of her. And I always remember like car rides after soccer, riding with her and Dante. He was this crazy dog. Or these awesome headbands she made us. Those are so cool. Yeah. And we always had 2 pigtails on the side of our head for every Novas game. It was just the funniest thing. Like, we looked so silly.
Okay, so whenever I went to Cassidy's house, she has a dog named Dante, who is very in touch with his stomach. He loves to eat everything that's around him, and so you have to always keep everything out of reach and make sure it's like up on the counters and stuff. And even though my lunchbox was on the counter, he somehow got up there and he just started eating away. He loves ham sandwiches, by the way, anyone? Or underwear. So I kind of got mad, and then they made a card from Dante about him saying sorry for eating my lunchbox. And they offered to buy me a new one, but I let it go.
during preseason, sometimes during our double sessions, coach gives us a little bit of a break and lets us play a game. But secretly, it's just you have to run a lot, and she just calls it a game. And one of our games that we play a lot is called slide tag. And what we do is we lay, actually this white circle that we're all sitting on tonight, we lay around it in groups of two. And you lay on your stomach and you just lay down. And one person's the tagger. And they have to run around, and when they lay down next to your group, the person on the other end has to get up and run. And I don't know who started this. Okay, apparently coach started it. And we like to pick on McKenna. And so somehow the word got around that make McKenna run every time. And so McKenna didn't catch on until like the very end, and we played it for a good like 10 minutes. And so every time McKenna got up, she'd lay back down, and that next person would just lay down right next to her, and she'd have to get back up and run around.
Guys, I ran so fast.
And she didn't really catch on until we told her that that's what we were doing, and it was really funny. But anyway, Cassidy laughed so hard about that. The entire time she was laughing. Yeah. She laughed so hard, I don't know how McKenna didn't catch on that we were actually pulling a prank on her. Yeah. She is like, every time she got to lay down and make McKenna run, it was like the happiest moment of her life. And she talked about it for days after. And that's just like a good reminder of how much she always found the happy in like everything that we did. So if you're not on soccer, you can share stories too. Just come over here. Because I don't think the mic, it has a wire, so it doesn't reach very far. Yeah.
Alright, so I just got a notification on Facebook from Connor Garland, and I got an okay from the boys who visited him today. I also think you guys visited him today. It just says it's for Cassidy, so we thought it might be appropriate that I read it. And I might make you guys cry, so I'm apologizing right now. It just says, and this is from him, I love you, Cassidy, forever and always. You'll always be a special girl. You've always made me so happy every minute I spent with you. I promise I'll never forget what we had, baby. It's a relationship like no other. I guess we'll just have to be thankful for the time we had. I'll never forget the date that we made it official, 8/16/14. I will miss you and love you more every day. Everyone loves and misses you. I will love your beautiful smile again someday. I love you, Cassidy, Jean, Charette, forever and always. Keep smiling. That blue smile's up there in heaven. And so we thought it might be appropriate that that was read here. So now someone else needs to make someone smile.
Alright, so I'm sure I've told a few of you this story, but it was actually one of the few practices we had left. And we were doing this drill, and I was just exhausted. I don't know why, but when I got past the ball and I passed it to who I was supposed to pass, I just face planted. I don't even know how it happened. It was just my ankle gave out and I just went down. And I just remember Cassie looking at me and just dying of laughter. And honestly, I just laid there in embarrassment. Like, I waited a minute and then I got up and I just started laughing, and it was just like the funniest thing. Oh, good gabbing. Okay, so I played lacrosse with Cassidy in the spring, and this spring for like a week or so, she was on the sideline because she had tendonitis in her knee, and like, I don't think anyone else remembers this, but Gabby and I were like playing with the ball, waiting for the team to come over and warm us up. And I just like shot it so far up in the air, and it came down and it hit Cassidy right in the head on the sideline. And I was like, oh my word, are you okay? Like, I'm so sorry, Cassidy. And she's like, no, it's fine. And I still can't believe this happened because the day she was back in practice, she just let this shot like rip. I have no idea where it came from. I've never felt a shot this hard. Nailed me straight in the knee, dropped me to the ground, tears running down my face. And she comes over, she's like, remember when you hit me last week? I was like, are you kidding me, Cassidy?